Good YouTube. This your man Spill Dog. And see, man, that fight with Lamont Roach and Tank Davis is the main reason why I said I won't bet on the fight with Canelo and Terrence Crawford. This is why I don't see how Bud win that fight. I really don't see it now. I think Bud can outbox Canelo. I think Bud is is athletic enough. I think he stay active enough where he can stay on his legs. He can be in 15 round boxing shape and use his legs and box and move, tie up, slip, slide, and fight that kind of fight and last 12 rounds with Canelo. But he gonna get fucked over on the scorecards unless he can knock Canelo down once or twice, which ain't likely. You're not gonna box your way to no damn victory in these type fights. This is what I've been saying this for so long that I get tired of bringing it up. At least once or twice a year, it's gonna be a fight that the fans pretty much feel like the wrong guy. The champion ended up winning one of these close fights where it looked like he could have lost. This is professional boxing, so if you don't have power and you're not willing to really sell out and go for it, and you trying to take the title from a real pay-per-view champion, a champion that's actually held the belt for a few years or however long, and selling big numbers on pay-per-view and packing out the arena. Shit, you got to knock that motherfucker out or down more than once to get out of there with a victory. Everybody should know that by now. This is why I say, how do Bud win this fight against Canelo? If he stand there and trade with him, he fuck around and get hurt. He definitely gonna get clipped with something big. So the game for him gotta be stick and move all night. Y'all just saw what happened. To me, and I say this: if it wasn't for Tank putting going down with the knee, the draw is perfect. To me, it was a close fight, but they should have called that a knockdown in the eighth round. Everybody know that they should have called it a knockdown. I blame Lamont Roach corner for not standing on business. We would have stopped it. We wouldn't have went on to the next round till we got that straight. I think that was come from them being inexperienced in these big fights and got caught up in the moment. Just got lost in the moment and then didn't stand on business. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. That would have made the difference right there. You got to blame that on the referee and Lamont Roach team for not going over there, forcing the judges and the referees to stop, to pause this shit for a minute, look at the film, and call this a knockdown, a slip. Y'all got to call it something. They didn't call it shit. They just let him go over there, wipe his face, do whatever, and fight on. What the hell is that? So, but it's like I keep telling people in the comment section, I'm not a judge. I was going for Tank in the fight. I felt like Tank won the first half of the fight. I felt like Lamont Roach fought better in the second half of the fight. That's a draw. If the referee would have called the slip a knockdown, Lamont Roach win. But guess what? He didn't call it a knockdown. So all the rest of this shit people say it's just pointless conversation because on the record, this is a draw. It ain't nothing you say or I say or how we feel gonna change that. And any fighter can have a bad night. It's just like any sport. Just like when Shakur fought De Los Santos, just wasn't his night. When Andre Ward fought Kovalov and shit, Andre Ward, my man, I felt like Andre Ward could have lost that fight, even got knocked down, and still got the win. It is what it is. This is how this sport go, and I'm just using that for somebody that people see pretty regular. This is not uncommon. These type decisions in boxing, this shit just ain't uncommon. It happened more. So anybody who thinking you finna go in here against a pay-per-view cash cow, big time fighter and think you gonna jab and outbox your way to a victory, you don't know what. Then you ain't really came to win. You just came to survive. Tank don't have a mark on his motherfucking face. I mean, dude was doing okay, but he wasn't doing no real damage. It was just that people wasn't expecting him to do what he did. That's really all it was. I mean, go look at Tank after pretty much every fight, but this one, he got. You can see where he done got lumped up, marked up on his face. It's not a scratch on that man's face after 12 rounds. So how much damage did dude really do? And I think Lamar Roach, he boxed a great fight, but you ain't gonna get no title like that. And that's my problem with the fight with Bud and Canelo. Yeah, Bud can go out there and and box beautiful and stay away, suck all the air out the building, and they gonna get a fucking fight to Canelo. Only way you got a chance in winning that fight is going in there and fighting. And if he do that, he gonna get hurt. He not big enough and strong enough to go in there and bang with Canelo like that. That would be suicide. I mean, Bo Mac, everybody will tell you that. So his only chance of going 12 rounds, let's just say it like that, the only chance of him going all 12 rounds is to not get in exchanges and box. You're not going to beat a guy like Canelo like that. You're going to have to whoop his ass. And to whoop his ass means you got to sit down on your punches and stand there, in front of him. He can't fight Canelo like that. He can't go up 2 divisions and stand there in front of Canelo and fight like that. So this is what I've been trying to tell dudes. All that shit sound good, just like what everybody's saying. This, that, everybody can talk this bullshit till the cows come home, but it ain't gonna change the fact that the judges made it a draw. It's a draw on official records, and that's what it is, a draw. So, for anybody who new to boxing and don't know how this shit go, that's how it go. If you want to beat the champ, you got to go in there and take his shit from him. You got to go in there and beat him down like Gary Russell did. Ryo, you got to go in there where there is no doubt. Where there's no doubt you can't be the lost 4 or 5 rounds at no point in the fight. No, you ain't gonna beat no big superstar like that. It's just not gonna happen. It don't make no difference what you think, how you feel. I'm telling you how this shit go, and you just saw it with your own eyes. This ain't the first time this happened. This ain't the first time it's happened within a year. Keeping it real, it'll come to me in a minute, but it was another fight like that shit, and even when Ryan fought Devin, if he don't knock Devin down all them times, he might not have got out of there with a win. I mean, that's how this shit go. So you gotta do what Ryan Garcia did if you want to take somebody's title. You gotta do what Antoine Russell did last night. You gotta go in there and beat you a motherfucker up if you trying to take a top guy spot like that. This ain't amateur boxing. That point shit don't matter like that. And then again, Tank was throwing a lot of big bombs to the body and to the head. So a lot of times one big shot is to equal to 4 or 5 jabs. With prize championship prize fighting. This is prize fighting. They fighting for big money. It's big money being gambled. If you want the top spot, you ain't gonna squeak by and get the motherfucker. That's not how this shit is done. It's just not done that way. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with how nobody feel about this person or that person. This is how it goes. Showbiz the adult. He sit there and said it. I think because I was watching the fight, but I was listening to his live show at the same time, and he was saying something about. I think it was like the 10th round. He said the same thing. I was telling one of my friends. I said, "Look, dog, it's a close fight, but I can tell you right now, and I saw that in the ninth, 10th round myself. This is if don't nobody get knocked out and it go to the scorecards, Tank either gonna win or it's gonna be a draw. He definitely ain't losing. He won too many early rounds for them to give up this fight. He ain't been knocked down. He ain't got a black eye. He ain't got a broke nose, a busted nose. He ain't got a swole lip. What? Ain't no real drama. Only drama is this dude landed more punches than people expected him to. He's actually taking Tank's punches real pretty good, and didn't nobody expect that. He was bigger. He definitely was bigger, and I think they got his arm length wrong on boxing records. They say he got a 68-inch reach. Shit, it looked like he got his arms was longer than that to me. Tank, I think 67.5-inch reach. It looked like a way bigger difference than that to me last night. So, like I said, man, this is we'll probably be having the same people be talking the same shit more likely after Crawford and Canelo fight because unless Crawford finna find some power that ain't nobody else had since Canelo been fighting, ain't gonna be able to go in there and knock Canelo out or knock him down at least a couple of times. How do he win that fight? You not gonna box your way through no damn victory. And not only that, you ain't gonna just clearly outbox Canelo like that. He gonna be in that landing punch. Canelo is a real fighter, so it's gonna be at the at the best, it'll be something similar to this, where it's gonna be close, even if Canelo don't land no big shots and Bud is able to box all night. It's still gonna be a close fight, and guess who they're not gonna go to? The pay-per-view cash cow. That's Canelo. So this is why I said, how do Bud win this fight? That was my whole thing. Bud got the best feet in the game. Uh, got that long ass arms that he got to reach. He got the IQ. All that's fine and good, but he ain't the judge. None of us judge it. And the way these judges judge, if to beat Canelo, you're gonna have to beat him the fuck up like Bivol did. You're gonna have to really, really dominate him. And I don't think Bud. I think Bud could outbox him and possibly beat him, but I damn sure don't think he can dominate him. Not no. I don't see that at all. I do see Bud being able to use his speed, reach, and footwork, and keep moving and keep turning Canelo and making him reset. And I can see him avoiding where he get hit with the twos and threes like Canelo do like to throw combinations. I think Bud is good enough to not get hit by more than one punch at a time. So it'll be a similar type fight where the boxer Bud will be the boxer. He'll be a little bit busier, just like Lamont Roach was busier than Tank. He'll land more punches because he gonna be throwing a lot of jabs and not hooks and uppercuts like Canelo gonna be throwing like Tank was throwing, and it'll be probably a close fight. No matter how I end up, it'll probably be a close fight, and Canelo will get the fucking decision. That's how this shit go. And if you don't, and if you can't accept that, you might well find you another sport because boxing ain't gonna change because you don't like it. I don't like them doing the kind of shit they do either, but this is how the sport go. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.